Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Let's Fix This. For this video we're going to show you how to replace the ice maker on the Whirlpool Maytag style refrigerator with the ice maker up in the upper left corner of the refrigerator. So to do this you'll need to remove the two screws within the filter housing. Once those are removed you can grab a flat blade screwdriver or putty knife or something really thin. You're going to actually have to pry part of the roof away of the refrigerator. Once you pry that away, you're going to basically just pull the roof down. There's a couple plastic brackets up inside. You have to apply some force and it's going to sound like it's going to break, but it won't. So you're just having to push hard. Once you push, that roof will drop and then you're going to slide it towards you. Brackets can stick a little bit, so it may take a little bit to get that loose. But once you're able to pull that forward, you can disconnect the light harness and go ahead and move that cover out of the way. Once you're done with that portion, you're going to get your flat blade screwdriver and we're going to go from underneath the ice maker housing and release the 3 tabs in order to get the cover off of the ice maker. There's a heater wire attached to it, so make sure you don't pull on it right away and just make sure you disconnect that heater wire. Then there are 2 screws, 1/4-inch screws, that you're going to remove. Once those screws are removed, you're going to go ahead and disconnect all of the wire Molex plugs. After the wires are disconnected, we need to remove the cover bracket that goes over the water line. This water line is the ice maker fill line. Just push on the tab on the actual water valve and then you can pull the water line from the water valve. Once that's all done, the ice maker assembly housing will just pull straight out. Once the housing is removed, I generally will put it on a flat surface kitchen counter and you're going to remove the 6 1/4-inch screws that hold the top in place. You're also going to get the ice maker wire out of the channel there in the back. We'll show you that here in a minute. Once you've got the wire out of the channel, you can lift up on the top and then you're going to need to force feed the ice maker power cable through the top piece. And once that's done, you can go ahead and disconnect the Molex plugs to the ice maker. This one I'm doing here is a really tiny plug, so I had to grab a little poker tool in order to release it. And then we'll unplug the one from the ice maker and the ice maker pulls straight out. And you'll grab the new ice maker and put it in place. Now it has to sit in a couple grooves, so you'll be able to see that once you start putting the ice maker in. And then you'll reconnect the 2 Molex plugs. Once the ice maker's in place, you're going to feed the power cable through the roof of the housing and make sure you pull it tight so that that rubber grommet snaps into place. Then you'll reinstall the cover and put all the screws back in. Once the cover's back on and the screws are back in place, you're going to take the power cable to the ice maker and make sure that you get that cable back down into those grooves so that when you put this assembly back into the refrigerator, that cable is lined up and out of the way. Okay, once you've finished getting the ice maker assembly back together, you can take the assembly. You're going to start by putting the 2 tabs in the back up into the roof of the refrigerator, and then you can slide the assembly back into place. Once the assembly is into place, you're going to reinstall the 2/4 inch screws to hold it up in place. Take the water line, make sure you insert it fully back into the water valve, and then put the cover back in place. Once that's done, make sure you reconnect all of the wire connections. Once you've reconnected all the wires, you're going to grab the roof assembly and make sure you plug in the LED light harness. Once that's plugged in, there's 2 brackets up at the top back of that roof piece that will slide into place, and then you're going to push the roof up until you hear the brackets snap. You may need to look and see exactly where those brackets are so that you can make sure you snap them into place. Reinstall the 2/4 inch screws into the filter housing. Plug the ice maker cover heater wire back in place. Then you're going to insert the cover back. Start at the top, 2 grooves that'll line up, and then you'll just push the bottom and snap it into place. Now you're going to push the ice water and light buttons for 3 seconds, and this will put it into a diagnostic mode. And this is how we're going to advance that ice maker to make sure it's working okay. Push the options button until you reach step number 57. Once you hit step 57, it's going to show a 0, which is the status the ice maker's in. To change that status and actually get the ice maker started, you're going to push the temperature key until it says 1. Then you're going to let it go. The ice maker will start to turn and harvest, and that's how you know the ice maker is on and going. And that concludes this video. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe for more weekly videos on how to fix your own appliances.